Welcome to DRIVETRIBE. Hi everyone, and welcome to our very first Ambassador video update. The first in a regular series of videos where we'll explain to you how the Ambassador program will be working, some things that we want you to promote and not promote, and also keep you in the loop of what's coming up on the website from DRIVETRIBE Towers here in London. I'm Tim.
I'm Darren, Community Editor at DRIVETRIBE.
And this time out we're going to be doing three things. We're going to be welcoming you to the Ambassador program, we're going to be explaining what you should be promoting and possibly what you should be promoting less of, and also be talking to you about the concept of verticals, which is quite an important thing for the Ambassador role. Hello. Hello.
Firstly, welcome to the Ambassador program. We've selected you all because you've showed that you've got a grasp on what DRIVETRIBE is, what good content is, and you've shown that you've got the right attitude that we're looking for.
Hopefully you've got the hang of promoting content now to the different vertical areas, although the verticals aren't set up yet, which I'll come on to in a minute. If you ever have any questions about promotion, about individual articles, whether you should promote them or not, please just kind of ping either of us a DM on Slack and we'll be able to help you, or as many of you have been doing, just post them in the Ambassador Slack channel and we can all weigh in on whether it's a good idea to promote it or not.
So the first big bit of news that affects you all is the launch of the verticals next week. We've already gone over this in Moneybox in an update last week, but it looks like this.
So the verticals will give more niche content the chance to shine on DRIVETRIBE in each of the vertical areas. Will promote kind of content that wouldn't otherwise really get surfaced on the homepage. The smart ones amongst you, which is all of you, will have noticed that the Ambassador areas that we've just selected you for line up exactly with the new vertical areas. So motorsports, Formula 1, spotting, adventure, each of those will be a vertical. So each ambassador or group of ambassadors will basically have a section of the website that they own. And basically these verticals are going to give casual visitors to the website far quicker access into the kind of breadth of content on the website. So for example, a really niche thing about 4x4s or off-roading will now live in the adventure vertical. The adventure ambassador will promote that to the vertical. And then if Joe Bloggs comes to the website and is like, I like adventure, he'll go straight to that area and he'll find it and read it and enjoy it, bump it, like it, comment it. And that will help our Moneybox users kind of get more money out of the system as well.
Important things that you need to know, a kind of brief summary
Of verticals.
A vertical summary. So it's fine if an article is promoted to more than one vertical. So if you see it's been promoted somewhere else, you can still promote it to one of yours. We'll control the top slots. So that's the images and the links at the top of the vertical, which you can look at the gaming page to see how they look, and the homepage. Yeah,
so each vertical is going to basically look like a miniature homepage with the kind of 3 images at the top and a carousel. We'll manage that, and it's the feed underneath that the Ambassador promotions will feed into. Yeah,
basically there's some photoshopping and headline changing, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, so we like to keep control of that. The vertical areas may change over time, so if you have any suggestions or if anything comes up that we think could be quite good in the future, that could be introduced. And the order of the verticals in the top nav will change over time depending on popularity.
Yeah, so basically if Formula 1 becomes the most popular area of the website, you'll probably see that shunted over to the kind of start of the navigation. You'll be able to see probably the first 5 or 6 verticals, and the rest will appear in a more menu, which will expand when you click on it so you can see all of the areas.
Also, it won't be on the app to start with because that requires quite a bit more work.
Yeah.
But it's in progress.
It is in progress. So the thing of the app, the DRIVETRIBE app, is that we couldn't really find a nice way to get the verticals to work on it. So we're kind of going back to ground zero with the app and starting again from a kind of blank canvas sort of thing with the verticals built into it. So that's going to take a few more months until you see the verticals in the app. So that's why. So the next topic, which is quite a popular topic on the old Ambassador Slack channel, is what sort of content should you as ambassadors be promoting? We still want there to be quite a high quality bar to content on DRIVETRIBE. And that's why we've chosen you guys, because you've proven to know what good content looks like on the website in your specific areas, and we want to maintain that. But the actual act of promoting something, I realise is quite, nebulous. Should I promote this? Should I not promote this? Why this? Why not? So I've come up with a mnemonic to help you remember.
He's very, very proud of it.
I'm very proud of it. It's a bit cringeworthy, and it's a bit like, I don't know, it's a bit kindergarten, but bear with. So the mnemonic is SHARP, S-H-A-R-P. Not shart. So the S, sense, Does the article that you're looking at make sense? So this is something we've spoken about before. The headline of an article should give you a good idea whether or not an article is actually a good article. Does it make sense, or is it just a random opinion piece that is kind of
not backed up by anything?
Yeah,
yeah,
or just kind of just nonsense, really. So S, does it make sense? The H is the headline. So we banged on about this in a Moneybox DRIVETRIBE University video. Is the headline clickable? Is it descriptive? And yeah, is it a good headline for the piece? Does it say what the article does? A stands for article. The thing here is the article really well written? Is it got lots of typos in it? If it has, I probably wouldn't promote it. Does it hang together, and is it structured well? And we're going to do a Moneybox DRIVETRIBE University video soon on structuring an article and how to do that. So that's the A, article. R, that's repetition. Have you seen this article or this topic covered recently? If you have, and you've already promoted an article on this topic, for example, if it's a news story or a Formula One story about Alonso retiring, don't promote more than one of those articles, because if you go to your vertical page, we're just going to have Fernando Alonso, Fernando Alonso, Fernando Alonso. And it's kind of boring. There's a user experience. It doesn't work well. So R is repetition. P, the last part of sharp, is picture. Does the article have a good header image? Is it something, again, is it something enticing? Is it a nice looking picture? Is it high resolution? So we don't want to see really low res stretched images getting promoted anywhere because it looks ugly. Basically, does the article hang together? Has it got pictures throughout it? If it's a big wall of text, have they used images cleverly to break up that text? So sharp. S, does it make sense? H, is the headline well written? A, is the article well written? R, is it an idea that's been repeated somewhere else on the website? And P, does it have a good picture? That's sharp.
Look at that proud face. So that's a bit of a summary for you there. If you have any more questions, obviously you can approach us in Slack, through DMs, or in the Ask a Journalist section, or any of the usual ways.
Yeah, absolutely. So to round off the video, we're going to do a quick Q&A. We put out a form into Slack and asked for a few questions from you guys.
Literally, some of you filled it in.
Literally,
yep.
and one of you has filled it in. We'll get to that. One of the questions that was sent in was about the DMs that are automatically being sent when you promote an article.
Yeah, so we've had quite a few questions about this in Moneybox Slack as well. They're here to stay for the time being, but as ambassadors, it'd be great if you could kind of use that as an opportunity to engage with the people whose content you're promoting. So, you know, it sends that automatic message. If someone then says thanks, you could then say, no problem. And then if there are any other things you'd suggest could be improved, that might be a good time to do that. Or if you've got any other suggestions about other content they could produce or the stuff we're looking for, it's just a really good opportunity to open a conversation without having to awkwardly start talking to somebody.
Yeah. So the ambassador program, obviously you're here to promote articles and you're very good at that. But what we also really want to see you guys doing is reaching out and speaking to the community and kind of getting to know the good writers in your area, forming a bit of a, you know, a bit of a bond with those guys. So they come to you when they write good content as well as you finding their stuff. And I think these DMs is a really natural way to open conversations with other users. So you promote something, automatically sends a DM from you to them saying, I've promoted your article, which is great. Half the time they'll turn around and say thanks because they don't realize it's an automatic message. And that's when you really have an opportunity to jump in and say, cool, well, I liked it because of X, Y, and Z. I'll speak to other ambassadors that this is relevant to and they can promote it to their areas as well. Just have a chat, just be nice, make friends with these people because at the end of the day, they're going to be the success of your verticals and the whole website. So let's all be friends.
And that could be the seed for growing a new money boxer.
That could be, you know, we prepare the ground with the ambassador program. You guys put the seed in and then we water it with a bit of love and then wake up tomorrow and we've got a beautiful oak tree of a money boxer growing in the garden of DRIVETRIBE.
That's what we're aiming for, really, isn't it?
Exactly. And then we'll deforestate. We won't, because that's not right. One question that did come in this week was from Agus Garcia. I'm so sorry if it's Agus, but I think it's Agustin or Agustin. Agus Garcia has asked, can I promote a post to more than one vertical? Well, can he?
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
As you will have heard earlier in this video.
Yeah, so absolutely. If an article's already been promoted, for example, if it's a classic motorsport article, we're more than happy for the Classics ambassador to promote that to Classics and the F1 ambassador to promote it to F1. At the end of the day, just think of people coming into the verticals. They might not look at the other verticals. They might only come to the Formula One one, in which case they're not going to see it. So make sure you always promote it where it's relevant. Hopefully that clears that up. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too much awkward nonsense. We're going to do one of these every couple of weeks, as and when you guys have questions or we make big changes to the website that we'll keep you informed of. Hopefully it's been fun. I've been Tim.
I've been Darren.
And see you on Slack soon. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye-bye.
That was all right.
Well, we got there in the end.